Mheshimiwa, karibu sana Kakamega. Kakamega is a very, very conducive area because the people of Mulembe welcomed me when I left your area in Kwale, and now I am 1 year old here, and we have worked very well with the community. Before I go on, I want to take this opportunity to thank the team that we work with. Can you be outstanding security team, whether county or the Gao fraternity? Salute, salute, salute. You salute when I give the instructions. Now, can you salute? Thank you so much. God bless you. The reason why I'm saying this is we are in a government of inclusivity, broad-based, and we are talking about stakeholder engagement. We shall not go very far when we do not bring everybody on board. What is innovation so that we can transform Kakamega so that it is able to catch up with the rest of the country. Situko sawa? Situko sawa? Wana youth, muko wapi? This is the opportunity. If you don't sit where the opportunity path is, you'll be overtaken by events. Ours, from this team, is to create an enabling environment. We want to ensure that the environment is conducive for the investor to come and invest. Because we believe in an enabling environment. Number two, I want to request you to always work with the elected leaders so that we can move with speed and accuracy to ensure that the needs and aspirations of the community are going to be met with the time that is there. Because we do not have the luxury of time. We want to move with speed. And finally, I want to say that we need to come up with strategies in terms of financial literacy, in terms of financial management, so that we are able to identify our resources. And you know the greatest resource is both human and natural resources. So we identify those resources and then we mobilize them for development. With those few remarks, thank you, God bless. Welcome, Waziri.
Thank you so much. Can we clap for our county commissioner, Madam PS, kindly. Thank you, county commissioner. Proceed.
Thank you very much. I've been given some task. I take this opportunity to welcome Madam Waziri so that you can address the gathering. Welcome, Madam PS.
Kakamega, Mulembe Nation, how are you today? Mko poa? Mko poa? Umefurahi kuona waziri? Na gavana wenu mchapakazi? Aya, asante. Your Excellency, the Cabinet Secretary in the Ministry of Mining, Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs, Mheshimiwa Hassan Ali Joho, Gavana wa Jimbo la Kakamega, Mheshimiwa Fernandez Baraza, CPA, our County Commissioner, Mr. Mwangi Meru, the members of the County Assembly, the CCs here present from the 15 counties, the chief officers, directors, wakulima, wafanyabiashara, wenye wametupigisha dansi, mko salama na mjambo tena. Ya kwanza kabisa, wacha ni kwa ruhusa yako Mheshimiwa, ni watambue wafanyikazi wa National Government. We can start with the Project Steering Committee ambao wako hapa na sisi. Tafadhali simameni. Tuwapigie makofi. Thank you so much. Also, let me recognize staff from the national government here today. Thank you so much. Your Excellency, I'm very happy to be in Kakamega today. It's my first time in Kakamega. So, and the reason why I'm happy to be here, it's because Kakamega is one of the counties out of the 15 counties. Yani imechukulia hii mambo ya ukuzaji wa samaki very seriously. And you can be able to showcase that by the trophies you have gotten. So I want to tell you thank you so much and congratulations. On behalf of the State Department, I want to assure you our continuous support. The national government, together with your staff and your leadership and the leadership of the CS, we have been able to offer support in terms of materials, in terms of capacity building, in terms of many other interventions in this program. And today marks one of the leading examples of this project. So we want to thank you for that support. And today I know our team have signed an MOU in terms of research. The CS will be able to talk into deep about it. But our teams here, led by Dr. Christopher Aura, will be able to support the research and training of aquaculture so that we can be able to grow this field in a broader way. So for me, it's just to say asante sana. Ya pili pia ni kushukuru wakulima. We could not have done this without these fisher farmers. Wakulima wamejitia bidii. Yes, tumewapatia support kama national government na county government. But bidii ya ile mambo tumeona leo na ile factory tumetoka leo na vile tumeelezwa na wamama, vijana na pia wazee ni bidii yao. So I want to congratulate all the farmers here today. Tafadhali tuwapigie makofi. These are our heroes today and we will continue to support you and give you the support that you require, the training, the facilitation that we are going to give you today so that you can be able to boost this economy. The last point before I invite His Excellency the Governor, I've seen a lot of youths and one lady said there that youth, you should not shy away from fish farming. Sinu kweli? Youth mko? Mko siwasikii? Mko? Sindio? So fish farming and aquaculture, we should embrace it. Si ya wazazi wetu. Ukwa mimi naweza fanya fish farming. Si pia sisi youth tunaweza fanya. So we are leading from the front. And today is an example of the support tutawapatia. So I want you to pick up the same momentum, tuendelee kufanya ukulima wa samaki ama uwegezaji wa samaki Kiswahili sanifu vile nimefunzwa na waziri wangu, so that you can be able to grow the economy ya blue economy. Uchumi samawati is the next frontier in this country and at the globe. So with those few remarks, Your Excellency, allow me to welcome His Excellency the Governor of Kakamega County, His Excellency Fernandez Barasa.
Mgeni wetu wa heshima wa siku ya leo, rafiki yangu waziri wa uchumi samawati, Mheshimiwa Ali Hassan Joho, PS wetu Madam Betty Njagi, kamishna wetu, waziri wetu ambao wako hapa, MCS, wakulima na wageni wote ambao wamekuja kwa siku ya leo. Mjambo? Jambo tena. Kabla sijatoa hotuba yangu fupi kwa lugha ya Kiingereza, kwanza kabisa nachukua fursa hii kumkaribisha waziri wetu ambaye ni mojawapo ya wale ambao tumepatiana kwa serikali kuu au ndio experts wa chama kubwa cha ODM. Tupige makofi. Mimi nachukua fursa hii kwa dhati kumshukuru Rais na kinara wetu Raila Amolo Odinga kumchagua Mheshimiwa Ali Hassan Joho kusimamia wizara hii, na tumeona ya kwamba yeye ni mchapakazi. Nashukuru pia wakulima wetu wa samaki, wale ambao wako hapa na wale ambao hawajaalikwa, najua ya kwamba tunaenda kushirikiana kwa karibu ili tuweze kuhakikisha kwamba samaki ambayo tunakuza hapa Kakamega, vile tumeelezwa na wenenaji ya kwamba samaki ni chakula na pia samaki ni mali. Nitakuwa mstari wa mbele kusaidia wakulima wetu wa samaki ili kuboresha maisha yao. Kwa sababu ya muda, niruhusu ili nisome hotuba yangu fupi kwa lugha ya Kiingereza. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome all of you to the great county of Kakamega, popularly known as the Green Jewel. I want to begin by appreciating and registering my appreciation to the national government through the Ministry of Mining, Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs, under the able leadership of Honorable Joho, for giving our county the honor of hosting this auspicious occasion of issuance of grants to the aquaculture groups in the 15 counties that are implementing the International Development Fund for Agricultural Development, IFAD-supported Aquaculture Business Development Program. This program has been instrumental in the reinvention of fish farming in this region. When we consider the impacts of climate change, which include the dwindling of rivers, while on the other hand, evolving cultural values have resulted into more consumption of fish, we should consider ABDB as a timely intervention. In Kakamega County, these programs' goals are well aligned to the food security and wealth creation pillars of my development agenda. From the inception of this program, the following achievements have been realized. Number one, 2,885 level 1 beneficiaries have been supported with either predator or bird net kits, PVP liners, fingerlings, or fish feeds. All fishery extension officers and a good number of fish farmers have been trained on various aspects in the fish value chain. Number three, a total of 87 smallholder groups have been established, registered, and operationalized. A total of 90 aquaculture small enterprises have been established, registered, and operationalized as well. All the prerequisite committees to support the operationalization of the Aquaculture Business Development Program in the county have been formed and operationalized. Number five, fishery extension service provision have been enhanced courtesy of the support of the program, which we have vehicles and also 11 motorcycles. A fishing boat has been availed at Lumino Dam in Ikuyani sub-county to facilitate optimization of the dam fishery activities. And lastly, constructed the Kakamega fresh fish markets in Masingo, which we toured with Waziri. And we are also proud to be the county that is hosting the only fish factory in the region. That is courtesy of DASB. Ladies and gentlemen, whereas phase one of this program placed emphasis on fish production, thus resulting in increased incomes, the next phase of ADB will focus on fish marketing, profitability, and sustainability. I am optimistic that this phase will create more jobs, entrench a culture of entrepreneurship, and raise revenue for the county. I'm very grateful to the IFAD for the issuance of those FDB grants as they will broaden and deepen the aquaculture value chain in the implementing counties. As a county, we are supporting other programs to catalyze modern farming practices and develop alternative value chains. In the last 2 years, my administration has collaborated with various partners to support the following value chains: beekeeping, that is apiculture, dairy farming, and poultry farming. Despite the cash flow challenges precipitated by shrinking budget and delayed disbursement of share of revenue by the National Treasury, my administration has sustained the Farm Input Subsidy Program, through which we offer maize seeds, landing, and top grazing fertilizer. And this year, Waziri, I want to announce that it's only Kakamega County that established an organic factory for manufacturing fertilizer. And this organic fertilizer factory is going to complement the synthetic fertilizer that is distributed by the national government. Honorable CS, I'm glad to report that through this program, Kakamega County has greatly improved its status as far as food security is concerned. My administration is also keen on growing the dairy value chain. A major strategy to achieve this goal has involved the establishment of smart farms in various sub-counties. So far, we have established and operationalized smart farms in Malaba, Lugari, Matungu, Wisero, and of course, Butere sub-counties. We are on course to operationalize the Likuyani smart farm, which is ready, and to complete Shitoli and other smart farms. To encourage farmers to work together, my administration offers annual grants to cooperative societies. From last week, the Department of Cooperatives embarked on training of managers of SACCOs across the county as a way of preparing them to receive and utilize the National Agricultural Value Chain Development Program, NAVCDB grants. This capacity building will be concluded in the next 1 week. Ladies and gentlemen, these efforts are a testament to my commitments to deliver on my promise of ensuring that Kakamega is not only food secure, but that we move to commercialization of agriculture, and I'm glad to say that we are achieving it together with the collaboration from the national government. Last week, there was a launch of the bonus payments by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable Dr. William Samoei Ruto, where our farmers for sugarcane farmers received the first ever bonus in the sugarcane farming. And I want to, in a special way, appreciate the President for prioritizing Mumias sugar as the showcase for receiving bonus, which I know some of the fellows out there are trying to politicize. But we as the farmers of Kakamega, we welcome the bonus issue, and I know it will be extended to other factories within the Ladies and gentlemen, to IFAD once more, I want to thank you. Be assured that my administration will diligently play its part in all the programs that we are collaboratively implementing. And as I finalize, Waziri, I want to appreciate you in a special way for creating time to come and officiate at this special program of issuing grants to our fish farmers. And lastly, it will not be in order for me as the governor of Kakamega not to raise my voice on the fourth formula that has been proposed by the Commission on Revenue Allocation. I want to state here now that as the governor of Kakamega, we are rejecting the fourth formula because we cannot have a formula for sharing revenue which is reducing the amount of money that is coming to Kakamega County. We have 21 counties which are losing because of the fourth formula that has been introduced by the Commission on Revenue Allocation. The counties that are losing money includes Mandera, which is losing almost 2 billion shillings. Kakamega is losing 1.3. Kisumu is losing almost 200 million. Mombasa is losing. Homa Bay, Kisii, that is not acceptable. The fact that the Commission is proposing a stabilization fund of 12 billion Kenya shillings to analyze and make sure that counties don't lose. That solution, I don't think whether it's tenable. There is no way you can have 417 billion as proposed share of revenue for 25-26 financial year, and then you go further and ask a further 12 billion as stabilization. Who will approve 12 billion? So my proposal, I want the Senate to reject the fourth formula because it's not equitable. There is no way you can introduce a formula that is making 21 counties losing money, and then we introduce a stabilization fund of 12 billion to hold those counties harmless. This is a matter that was discussed yesterday in IBEC. I put my foot down. I'm on record that as the governor of Kakamega, we are rejecting that formula, and I want all the senators who believe in devolution to reject the fourth formula that is proposed by the Commission of Revenue Allocation because it is not equitable. It is not fair and is going to disfranchise that formula which has been used. In countries like South Africa, we've had formulas being applied for even 30 years. There's nothing illegal for counties not to use the third formula of revenue sharing. That is my message. I know most of the governors, starting from Homa Bay, Kisumu, Mombasa, including even Nairobi, that are going to lose, will support me and require our senators to stand up and be counted when this formula is presented in Senate. Kwa hayo machache, I thought it's important that I'm on record because we cannot sit back and just see a few counties taking advantage of a formula that is going to disadvantage 21 counties. Kwa hayo machache, it is now my singular honor, and I want to request all of you to be outstanding ili tumkaribishe mgeni wetu wa heshima, ndugu yangu waziri Ali Hassan.
Excellency, my friend and brother Governor Ferdinand Baraza, the Principal Secretary, County Commissioner, honorable members of the county assemblies, my colleagues, CECs, blue economies from various counties, Mabibi na mabwana, good afternoon. Mambo. Ongangani. Kinoma. Very good. Governor, let me just begin by your last statement. I feel you, Governor. Having been governor before, I know where you come from. I identify with your sentiments. I mean, evolution can only be progressive. I mean, you have to cut something at a certain point. And I experienced it when I was governor in Mombasa. When I was going for my second term, the formula changed everything and I lost 2 billion. So all the programs, government programs are long term. You plan for the next 10 years or 20 years. So if that is disrupted, I mean the entire process is ruined. And I am with you. Stand your ground and whatever we can do to support you. Governor, we are here today in support of the Aquaculture program. And I must first of all say I'm completely encouraged, I'm very excited with what I've seen so far. This morning we were in Vihiga County and we felt the urge and the need that people have appreciated what aquaculture really means. And for a moment, the CEC and my brother Governor Tichilo convinced me that they need it. And I even said, you're going to be our champions. Now I see your position has been contested by Kakamega. But that tells me that people have started to appreciate aquaculture.
For me, it is critical because this is our new frontier. It's not only about food security, which is very critical, but also job creation and wealth creation. And I'm happy that counties are coming along with us. We have partners that have rolled out programs in different aspects of the blue economy. Tomorrow I'm going to visit Siaya County. These areas of the sector of blue economy, there's heavy investments that is earmarked to be able to transform how our fisher folk handle and do their businesses. We are building, obviously, landing sites in different areas. In all the lake counties, we're building in the coastal region, spending to the tune of 1.6 billion shillings. And it's not just a landing site, it is plus the very needed basic processing, like ice making machines, cooling systems, and in specific areas we're even opening markets. And now I want to tell you that I feel that we need to engage in opening up new markets. Today we visited a factory, and for me it's an eye-opener. I did not know the fish I eat in Nairobi actually come from Kakamega. For some reason I believe from the lake region here, because I love tilapia. But today I realized it actually comes from Kakamega. And I must say that we may need to do more. As much as I've directed my staff to be able to issue quickly an export license for that factory, I feel the demand in the country is growing. And consumption of our fish products is also growing. So we have to put more emphasis and more focus. Lazima tuongeze bidii in production. That license that we're going to give you will enable you to export, for example, to Europe, because our officers are supporting you to observe certain standards. But even within the sub-region, there is a massive potential, huge demand. If you, for example, were just exporting to DRC here, just DRC, the potential is unbelievable, let alone our own consumption. So, and of course, we enjoy the common market protocol as East Africa. So I would encourage you look within, and then now we look outside. I'm also encouraged with the fact that we are rolling out aquaculture programs in our schools. This will only support us in our feeding programs and also inculcate the idea that this can be an opportunity for business. And I like what that young lady said out there. Strangely, even from where I come from, the uvuvi, every family in the coastal region has benefited, not one another with uvuvi. But strangely, we've believed in the kazi ya wazee. You know, but I'm encouraged to see that some young people have made that decision, have made that choice that they're going to participate in this very important economic frontier for our country. I said in Vihiga, what life has taught me is that the day like today is the 28th of January 2025. By this evening, when I go home, I want to be able to reflect on my day today and the achievements. Because the 28th of January 2025, once it goes, it never comes back. Kienda isiku imeenda. So for all of us, we must reflect. We must think. We must evaluate. Tumefanya nini? And what is our achievement? Tumepika fujo tu? Ama tumejichangia tu kimaisha? Ama tumechangia for the well-being of another? Those are questions that we must ask ourselves. And because we only have one country, and we're one people, one nation, lazima tuambiane, si ndio? And by the way, Governor, I was surprised when I had that conversation on the sugar bonus, for example. I was shocked. To be honest, I was shocked. A one of a kind, a first, something that has never been done before is being done. People are being appreciated. It matters not the amount, the process. It is the fact that a standard is being set. And then someone has the energy to criticize, really. Okay, to pinga nini? Siasa ni kupinga. But it can't just be everything. A standard has been set. And I know, for example, from where the president is coming from. And for me, because I love my country, I have to speak the truth. Today, in Kenya, for the first time, after so many years, Kenya is not importing sugar. We cannot take that for granted. There are people who committed to the process. Kuna wakulima walienda wakalima. Spent time, produce. And now the country is not importing sugar. That is a massive positive news. But we just want to, but good things are good things. Even our maize production, our grain production, we were not imported this year. And we are praying that we continue like that. So we lessen the burden, question of shilingi ya Kenya, foreign exchange, and these other things. Because those things do work. That's how economy is built. And I know many people wouldn't like what we say, what we do, because we just want to hang on to politics. Me, I believe I'm a great politician. Kuletea siasa hapa ndio hekoti. Kuletea noma mimi ndio mwenyewe. Na kuleta mbaya, mimi ndio mbaya sana. But I choose to balance. When we have to work, we work. Isn't it? Like today, we are here to give grants to our fish farmers because we want them to continue to produce. We have brought here 128 million to give to our people. 128 million to some people may be a small amount of money, but to others, it is huge sums of money, and it can change their lives. And that's the whole idea for us. We come where it matters. We invest where it makes a difference. Where it makes a difference. And I promise you, those that will utilize these resources well, we come again here next year. A time like this, you will see their lives have changed. And that is why I ask my colleagues, mawaziri wenzangu ambaye wanatoka kwa county, wale wa uchumi, wa blue, na mambo ya uvuvi. Mimi, my office is open to work with you. I want us to work together. And for me, I embrace you because I know if I sit in Nairobi and I have these many agents on the ground, I have people on the ground who will give me the real situation as it were. So I just want to say that I feel very, very encouraged that we're at this point in matters blue economy. Governor, we want to build fish markets. We are building 10 fish markets in the 10 counties at the cost of 70 million. But I don't think that is enough. Because whatever we do has to be commensurate to the production. And because we want people to produce more, so we have to create market space that is is adequate to the production or the demand. We also realize that in many areas we've interacted, people are struggling with fingerlings. And that is why this program has put about 100 million shillings in fingerling production. And I have promised some of the people I interacted with today, we shall bring you fingerlings. Tutawaletea wale wa kunini, weka kwa, and so that we can produce. One thing that I am encouraged about is this MOU that was signed, Chairman. My people and your people are going to do some research. Let us just agree on the scope, and even bring other institutions on board. Because in areas of aquaculture, what is this greatest challenge? Fish feeds. Hard to find, very expensive. So what do we need to do? Do a little bit more research. What can we do locally ourselves to be able to produce affordable and easily accessible fish feeds for our farmers? So I want to encourage that we even bring other critical players on board and do a detailed research on enhancing production and also lessening the cost and creating efficiency on fish feeds. We understand the challenges. For example, today I was being told almost 11 or 12 of our people in the lakeside have been arrested in Uganda. And I'm hoping and praying that this thing can come to a permanent closure at some point. What are we doing about it? We are creating alternative means of livelihood in the lake region. Aquaculture. We're providing cage fishing for them. So this program has 359 million shillings that will procure and continues to procure cages for brothers in the lake region. We give them cages, we give them fingerlings, and then we try and support them with feeding programs, fish feeding programs that will sustain them. But also as we do that, because we have institutions that have good capacity in assisting our citizens within the area, is to use our research institutions in placements, for example. The other day we had an issue in Busia on what is known as upwelling, which is a real issue because it happens. Unajua, people may not understand it, lakini vile unavuta pumzi, samaki pia wana njia zao za kuvuta pumzi. So there's some level of oxygen ambayo if the way it affects you as a human, it also affects them. So upwelling affects the samaki, and we lose them. We lose a massive investment. There was a debate on consumption, whether because they died because of lack of oxygen, whether it could be consumed. That's a debate for experts. Experts then decide. But it's the losses, because if, for example, you have the capacity to even process at that point and preserve, but once you lose the entire catch, you've lost everything. You've lost everything. You're literally starting from Mwanzo, from the beginning. So our programs on pond liners, predator nets, that is catered for with around a 1.8 billion investment. It continues to be rolled out. We will ensure it reaches the right people, timely, and it does what it's supposed to do. Tuko pamoja mpaka hapo? Governor, I'm going to be visiting your colleague tomorrow in Siaya County to have a similar conversation. This, what we are doing today or launching today, is a 124 million grant. Phase 2, we're anticipating we'll have about 329 million of grants. What I urge of you is to continue to design programs and keep sending proposals so that we can also, when we go, I'm going to engage IFAD mid next month in Italy. And I must be able to convince them that these programs are making headways, they have an impact, they're changing lives. And therefore we roll out possibly phase 2